So I said, who wants to come to Costco with me? Let's go. I had to bribe him with a cookie. No one wants to hang out with Dad unless you're heavy bribes.
Yeah, that's true. It gets
heavy
worse.
Bribes.
Even though Jeffrey, I'm like, hey, you want to come to me? I'm going to go to like Aqua Depot. He's like, no.
Yeah, they don't want to do any Home Depot or
Home Depot. If you ever,
I might as well shove bamboo splints up their fingernails because they would rather have that. I feel.
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that the show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Yes, once again, or for the very first time.
Yeah.
Possibly.
It could be. Last week, we did not get another with no questions asked swag email.
No, it looks like it was a one-hit wonder for us.
One-hit wonder, which is okay.
Yeah.
Which is okay. But here we are with our last show of 2021.
Oh, it is. Because that's right. As of recording.
As of time recording. And honestly, I'm getting fucking deja vu because it seems just like 2020. Here we are in another COVID surge heading into the new year.
The parallel universe.
But at least this time, I remember this time last year, we were thinking, oh my God, the vaccines are coming. This is going to be so great.
It's going to solve all of our problems.
It's going to solve all the problems. Yet, here we are.
We left
vaccines
out
readily
in the
available.
equation. We left out of the people that don't want that.
Yes, humans, human idiots, I believe is how they're referred to, mostly. But Cerny has other things on his mind, and that is one: the NFL playoffs are coming to a head.
Man, it is heavy on my mind right now because as of time recording, we have 2 weeks left in the season, and then it's playoff football.
So through week 16, Cerny sent me this on the IG via DM. Cerny slid right in my DMs. Slides in and out.
Slide in the gram.
Yeah, always in there. The first bit, the number one seeds as it shapes up now is the Kansas City Seawards and the Green Bay Packers with their infectious disease expert Aaron Rodgers with his consultant Joe Rogan.
Consulting the other expert, Joe Rogan.
Consulting the other infectious disease expert, Joe Rogan. They are in the number one seed. Then in the NFC, we have the Eagles of Philadelphia playing the Cowboys. That's the 2 seed versus 7. Then we have the Buccaneers playing the Cardinals. That's a 4 seed versus 5. And then where it comes in for Cerny, which is where his world of hurt really starts to come to shape, is the Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, coming in at the 3 seed. Very good seeding. But the 6 seed is the 49ers of Santa Clara. And normally a 3 seed versus 6 seed, you kind of think that might be you feel like you might know how that game's going to go. But the Rams, I think the Niners have the Rams number, it seems, as of late.
Yes, they have some struggles. They're on struggle street when it comes to the Niner games. I don't know what it is.
Struggle street. Is that right after Shakedown Street?
It pisses me off.
Oh,
it's
man.
It's the one team I need the Rams to beat every year. 2 games, and it's just, they're like, for the last 5.
Oh, Lord. I mean,
here's how it would go.
It would be nice for the Rams to just roll the Niners 42 to 13 or some shit like that, and just get it over with, and Dana and Joe can shut the fuck up about everything.
Along with the whole other slew of people that want to text me all the time that blow up my phone.
Along with people that find your phone number all of a sudden after every Rams loss.
They can't find the Chip and Cern email, but after a Niner loss, they.
Certainly, I can't even find the login to that thing. I don't blame them.
Chip and Cern show gmail.com. Anyway.
There it is. So fire one off just to see if it's working.
So the Rams actually play the Niners last game of the year as well. So that's the last game of the year is the Rams Niners. And then if this holds true, then they got to repeat. Same stadium, same thing.
The next week. So knock on wood. It could happen that the Niners just take it 2-0 or vice versa or a split or something.
So
back-to-back weeks, double losses. I think you would go away hibernating for a couple weeks after that. Change your number, maybe.
On a puppy kicking rampage or something like that. This guy broke into PetSmart. He's kicking all the puppies. You hear that story? That's me. It's so the only so the Packers, the Cowboys in the NFC, the Packers, the Cowboys, the Rams, the Buccaneers, and the Cardinals are the only teams that have clinched playoff spots. So the Niners and the Eagles
are on the bubble.
Are still up for grabs.
Oh, so
they can still lose it.
The Rams could play spoiler on the last game of the season and boot them out of that 6 seed?
And the Rams actually need to, if the Cardinals win out and the Rams lose one of those games that they play.
Oh, they move the seeding.
They slide down to the 5 spot and then they'll have to play like the Buccaneers or actually it might be the fucking Cardinals.
Oh. Well, I'm rooting for the Rams to play spoiler to the Niners.
Oh, me too.
Because I don't want them.
The Rams could just ice them, possibly ruin their playoffs. I would be riding.
Is this at SoFi Stadium?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Oh, back-to-back weeks at SoFi.
If it closes out the way it is, then yeah, it would be back-to-back at SoFi.
Oh,
so as a 3 seed, the Rams at least would get the first home, the first playoff game at SoFi.
That seems like a good advantage.
Yeah, and depending upon who wins and whatnot. So if I forget if it's like they would get 2 games. I think they would get 2 games.
There's so many combinations still available.
There's so many combinations that they could do it. It's just the Niners. They're the bane of my existence.
They are, and they aren't leaving either. They're like a
booger that's stuck to your finger. You can't flick it off.
Can't flick it off. That's tough, and that's when it's good to just wipe it on the jeans, right on the pants. On that one. Last week was Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, we had not too good. Too good. We had
not too good for Christmas.
I know, and I feel very bad. It was beyond everyone's control. The kids came down with a sickness.
Oh,
so we had to cancel the 25th and 26th, and they were already kind of sick on the 24th. But there was no fever. But we took a COVID test to make sure everything was on the up and up. And we're trying to be responsible. There was no fever, no coughing, none of the asymptomatic, plus a negative COVID test and she just got vaccinated for the 6-year-old.
Okay.
We went to Sacramento. We did the whole thing on Christmas. Oh man, you're out of the woods on this part, but like, remember when the kids are like smaller, 6, and if you leave and they've had a big day, you're like, I hope they don't fall asleep on the way back home.
Oh, yes.
So this is where we were. And of course, 10 minutes after we pull out of the party at 5:00, fucking sawing logs in the back. So they have a 45-minute power nap, which is basically like
a recharge.
Well, the time when you can't sleep is literally right. This is the worst time to take a nap. So we got kind of screwed on that. And then the next morning they just woke up and I felt so bad for them.
So this was on the 25th. So you talking about the 26th? They woke up and you felt bad?
No, on the 25th, they woke up. We started doing Christmas at our house, and then it was just like the day kept progressing worse. And then they were stuffed up, coughing, sneezing, 2 fevers on both kids.
Oh, okay.
And we're like, we can't do it. We got to pull the plug on it. We felt too bad, and the 6-year-old was like, I just want to feel better.
Yeah.
Like, no amount of Barbies or LOLs or any gifts or monetary things you can buy your kid will make them happy, but they just wanted to feel better, and I couldn't make that happen.
No, magic wand is out of commission.
So we had that, and then the son got it on the 26th, so that day was off. We had things planned with my brother then, and then my wife got it. So she was out on Monday from work. So then, yeah. And I freshly boosted and flu shot up. Somehow.
Immortal.
When you feel the little scratchies in your throat? And
Yep,
you're like,
yep.
something's coming, but maybe I was drinking Emergencies, fucking liquid IVs, blowfish, any homeopathic thing you could think of. I would.
Elderberry, all that shit.
Yeah, I read online. I was like, if you suck off Elf on the Shelf, you won't get sick. So I was over there blowing the Scout Elf on the Shelf. I couldn't believe it.
He's supposed to go away after Christmas, but he's
supposed to go away. He's like, if I'm going to get blown, I'm going to stick around this house for a little bit longer. But the Elf on the Shelf, he basically got locked into place. He got frozen after Christmas. He's going to hang out because he just wanted to see how everything was, but he's not going to be moving or producing any more gifts. So It was a nice little 5-day Elf on the Shelf experiment.
It's a good thing you kept it to 5.
I think
maybe
we'll try to. Okay, we might try to do that.
Maybe you could do the 14 or something 2 weeks before.
Slowly kind of edge it up.
I guarantee it's going to be a pain in the ass after a little bit.
Okay. So I need you to remind me on December 1st when we're doing the pod next year for the 7th year anniversary. 350 episodes. Here we are. Tell me no Elf on the Shelf on the December 1st. The 15th sounds good. Maybe 10 days.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I think that'd be okay.
And I see now they're producing clothes. There's new outfits you can buy Elf on the Shelf and accessories. I'm like, fuck off with this.
Oh, man. Elf on the Shelf is really turning a profit.
Yeah. How was your holidays?
Ours were good. They were good. We actually...
Not too much driving around for you all. Just, less than an hour, right?
Yeah. So we went to we usually go to my grandma's on Christmas Eve. We went over there, which is about 15 minutes from my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, nice. I thought she lived more by your parents.
No, actually closer to me. It's over by this is real local
talk.
Douglas and Barton Road, right there.
Oh, Douglas.
Nice.
The gateway to Folsom. Douglas.
Yep, that's it. So we did that because I had a great time, and then we went to bed.
Mm-hmm. Did they get up butt ass fucking early on the 25th?
So here's the funny thing: we actually had to wake up the kids at 6:30 because I would have slept in, but one of the Jamoke kids there, we'll call them, set their alarm, but then slept through it. I could hear the fucker going for 20 minutes. I was like,
oh, in the other room?
Yeah, I could hear it just going off. And he had his door closed, but it was just it was just going and going and going. I was like, how the fuck can you sleep through that? Because I get up, it's like, I can hear it.
Dude, that's my wife.
I don't understand. I mean,
I'm like, are your ears closed for business? What's going on? Your phone is literally here. And then it's me rolling over and then hitting the phone and turning it off.
And like me, it's as soon as that sound goes off, I'm like, boom. Within a few jingles. Exactly. But yeah, it was going off and off. So I was like, God. So then I could, it's through the Alexa, so I can just say for my room, Alexa, turn off the alarm.
Oh, nice.
So it killed the alarm, but then I was like, I was up, I was like,
yeah,
I better. So I walked down and made some coffee for me, and I kind of piddled around, and then. And it woke Robin up too because she heard it too. She's like, so we, she got her coffee and then we called him down.
Here's the thing: is I always find I'm like, oh, okay, great. The kids are down still. I get some unknown amount of time, very limited, potentially 15 seconds, all the way to 5 minutes. And I sit on the couch.
I mean, that's exponentially larger.
That's true. Yeah. And I sit on the couch and I have my coffee here. and I'm like holding it. I'm like, oh, this is so warm. And it's dark because I keep the lights off and I have my Instagram up or my Pokemon up, like ready to just enjoy some nice little hashtag self-care, hashtag me time. Bring the coffee up. Just, Dada? I almost had the sip down my throat. I was almost able to enjoy one sip.
Almost there.
But I wasn't.
I do know where it's like, so then I get a lot of, this is what I like. It'll be like in the evening. Like my wife, like, I'm going to go take a bath. There's nobody in the room.
Unwind a little bit.
Everyone's playing games or whatever in their rooms. I'm like, oh, I'll turn on something I want to watch. So it's usually like something stupid, like a documentary or just something, like
or Trailer Park Boys or something.
Yeah, just something.
Some educational film.
Turn it on, and it's like I hear the boom, 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 walking downstairs. I'm like, what are you watching? I'm like, fuck, nothing.
Guess I don't know.
Nothing.
What do you want to watch?
Yeah.
Well, and the thing too, they plop on the couch. The iPad they were able to snag themselves. Dad, can you tuck me in with this blanket? Okay.
Yep.
So tuck her in the blanket. Make sure the feet and everything's all cozy when you're watching the iPad. Okay, I sit down, about to bring my coffee mug up. Dad, can you get me some muffins? The Little Debbie's chocolate chips?
Yeah.
Cerny, since you gave us those, honestly, the kids have had them every single day, every single morning. They're hooked on them. I got to buy them 4 or 5 boxes at a time at Target. It's a whole thing.
Oh, it's a whole
thing to do. But at the same time, if you have kids, there's certain foods that are a go-to and a safe bet every time, and that's one of them. So
yeah, you don't want to.
I'm happy to have a go-to food.
Sit there and spoil.
Yeah. And then
I do like
water.
that with the kids. I do like that with the kids. So like sits down, gets covered. Can you give me a snack? It's like at least like Jeff Villeneuve. I'm like, no, you can go get your.
I'm about there now. I'm like, what's wrong with your legs? What? Can your legs walk you? Do you know where they are? Do you know where to get the snacks? But they know. My daughter knows because we have a sparkle. We're big on the sparkling waters here, and we have a whole mini fridge, like basically a fridge you have in your dorm room, out in our garage. Just you've seen it, flushed full of sparkling waters.
Flushed.
And then we have a whole reserve thing where we have, let me see, 8, 11, 12 boxes of bubbly lined up to go in, and then a half of a box of Spindrift. Water. We have LaCroix, Waterloo, bubbly, and Spindrift right now on tap. But my daughter, Dad, it's too scary out there because it's dark. I mean, she knows what am I going to do? Be like, hey, suck it up, kid. I can't do that. I don't know. I'm not a mean person, I guess. I don't know. I don't have it to tell them to fucking get over your afraid of the dark thing. So maybe she's working me, maybe not. But in the 5 seconds before the intro and the show starting, I always like to throw Cerny a question or two to try to.
As we're counting down.
We're going, I acquired the Celsius sparkling drink. Now, coffee. I think we have a similar beverage routine. Black coffee in the morning until it's empty.
Yes.
And then usually sometime in the afternoon, I need some sort of, if I had my way, it would be some sort of like an espresso, like just a quick double espresso shot, or maybe a cold brew during the summer. But I usually need a little pick-me-up around that 2 o'clock time.
2:30, yep.
And I don't feel great about buying and drinking Red Bulls all the time.
No, I don't know the last time I had an energy drink.
I know, you just don't feel super great after it, and it's too much. So maybe if I get one, I'll like split it with my wife because we both work in the same room. I mean, the same office, which is our bedroom. So it's like, you want to split this? So this Celsius, I've been hearing big things. It talks a big game. Essential energy, asterisk.
Is this our new sponsor?
Oh shit! Are we doing like a 10-minute live read for Celsius? I'll keep it brief then. It burns body fat, accelerates metabolism, but all these claims have multiple asterisks on them.
FDA hasn't reviewed it yet.
No, yeah. Your ultimate fitness partner. 7 essential vitamins, proven in 6 published university studies. Green tea, ginger.
Which universities? I want to know.
Right, yeah, fucking Phoenix.
Grand Canyon University online?
Yeah. University of Phoenix. So anyway, we got these. They're cheaper than Red Bull. So I'm trying to get, is this going to be a good... It's tasty. This one's an orange. It's not super carbonated, so I'm giving it a shot.
You can't go wrong with orange.
Orange is a pretty safe... Okay, contains 200 milligrams of caffeine per serving. Is that a lot?
I don't know. I mean, I assume.
I don't know.
How much is in a cup of coffee?
Yeah,
that'll be our benchmark.
That'll be our benchmark. Oh, wow. 95 milligrams for 1 cup, 8 fluid ounces of coffee. So this is like having 2 coffees? Ooh.
Oh, I achieved that. No problem.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. I should be careful. I'll see how this affects me today since it is a little bit in the afternoon.
I don't have the sensitivity to caffeine.
I'm usually pretty good, but sometimes, once in a while, it'll get me, and I'm like, why did I have a coffee at 5:30? That wasn't a good idea,
Yeah, or it's like 8 o'clock. I'm like, I'm having a cup of coffee.
Wasn't a great idea, but yeah. So we're trying the Celsius. I'll report back. Costco, by the way, for anyone interested.
Oh, Costco. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Costco's leaning towards the organic and health, the health marks.
Yeah.
I think so.
For sure.
I mean, they still have some food, but there's a drastic difference if you go to a Costco and then you go to the food section. It's like Sam's Club.
Oh, is Sam's Club just all...
It's like a lot of junk food. There's some, I mean, they have some stuff, but it's not...
Mm-hmm.
It's not the level of Costco.
Costco, I feel like every aisle, maybe every 3rd or 4th thing is some organic or some seemingly marketed healthy option.
Yeah.
According to the marketing on the box.
So they go a little over the board, I think, with Costco. Some of the shit's like, I don't want organic olives. God damn it.
Yeah, does this really need to be organic? Yeah, that's a good point.
Sitting in brine. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's just sitting there. Or the giant, I'm trying to think of the things of, yeah, we went to Costco the other day because it's been raining. The kids are sick. So we've all been cooped up in the house. And you know how that goes.
Oh.
After too many days of that.
It's almost like The Shining.
Seriously, though. Everyone's at each other's fucking throats and stuff. I'm losing my fucking shit every 2 seconds around here. So I said, who wants to come to Costco with me? Let's go. I had to bribe them with a cookie. No one wants to hang out with dad unless you're heavy bribes.
Yeah, that's true. It gets
heavy
worse.
Bribes.
Even though Jeffrey, I'm like, hey, you want to come to me? I'm going to go to Aqua Depot. He's like, no.
Yeah, they don't want to do any Home Depot or
Home Depot. If you ever,
I might as well shove bamboo splints up their fingernails because they would rather have that. I feel like.
So the kids are old enough where they can stay, at home. So if. I'll tell my wife, hey, you want to grab lunch? She's like, yeah. So we'll tell the kids we're going to Home Depot.
Oh.
So that they don't
want to come along.
They go, fuck. They're like, no, we're not going. That's lame. We're going to stay here. I'm like, okay, that's cool. We're going for lunch.
Then you guys grab a nice lunch. You have a nice little lunch date for yourself.
Yep.
And then the kids are like, wait, you guys got taco bar or whatever restaurant. Because you come home with the thing, and they're like, what? And you're like, oh, you didn't want to come.
Yeah, that's on you. Got to come.
I do like that.
We do that.
The next time, do they?
Well, you should have came.
Is the interest peaked? No.
Sometimes we're like, are you going to lunch? Like, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I still don't want to go. You just got to whine about it when I come home.
I usually try to come, if you come home with something nice, like a coffee, like you treat yourself to a Dutch Bros in your case. We don't have those over here, so it would just be a plain old Starbucks. Just a plain old Starbucks here.
I don't really love their coffee.
The Starbucks?
Starbucks, yeah.
I will only they have a couple things that I like. Basically, I figure first of all, the Starbucks coffee beans, doesn't matter if it's their drip coffee or their espresso, their beans are so horribly over roasted.
Yeah.
It's just everything is so bitter.
They try to
horrible.
pass it off like an earthy taste. Like, this tastes like dirt. Fuck you. Yeah, I guess it is an earthy taste. I'm like, I'm eating the earth.
They try to act like they're, a blue bottle or one of these third wave kind of but they're just not. It's just not how it is. So I've tried to like really dial in my Starbucks order. I go the smallest that I can, that I could just drink it the fastest. So they have these like oat milk shakerado things. I don't know the names that come out are so fucking stupid. Basically, it's 2 espresso shots with like an equal, so it's 1-to-1 ratio probably of like whatever milk you want to espresso with like a little brown sugar iced. Okay. And I'll have that, and it's a nice thing. It's not the greatest tasting thing, but I can drink it, and it gives me a good energy boost, and that's all I need. But yeah, I don't get a venti black coffee or anything like that, because that's like drinking motor oil or some shit.
So yes, it is. It's like you're eating water that's been pressed through dirt. I get so Melanie, she's 16, so she's one of those. Starbucks is way better than Dutch Bros. They have way better coffee. And I says, well, scratch that. She's like, what? I said, you don't even drink fucking coffee. So what do you think? She's like, yes, I do. I said, your sugar-filled diabetes in a cup with a little splash of coffee is not coffee.
So she's getting basically like a chocolate chip.
Yeah. Oh, chocolate chip.
Oh, fuck, what are they called? Frappuccinos.
Frappuccino. But it was like with
one little shot of
and all this other shit. It is like, it's like a milkshake.
Whipped cream.
Yeah.
Sprinkles on top.
Yeah. The whole thing.
It's probably, it's like 600-700 calories, 20 ounces, but with a one little shot of espresso. And you're like, yeah, this is coffee.
Yeah, this is coffee. Yeah. I said, you don't even drink coffee. Oh, yes, I do. I said, that's not coffee. That's milkshake.
Has she tried just black coffee before?
Yeah. She says it's not that. It's actually okay. I was like, why don't you drink it? Well, I said, I don't want to. Like, yeah, everyone says the first drink is fine, but you have to get past your third drink. Then we'll see if you like it or not.
I think when it changed for me, when I switched from, because I was the same, I would go to Starbucks in the morning. I had this job. You remember, Cerny? Back when I was living at home still in Roseville. I had this job in Auburn, California, which is like what? It's right near, kind of near where we would go to junior college. Another couple exits up
10 minutes up
80, yeah. So it was probably a 30-40 minute drive up Highway 80. I guess I was fine doing that. Now I'm like, why the fuck did I do this? But I used to every day stop at the Starbucks and get a quad iced latte. It was probably like $5 or $6, and I would drink it on the way up to work. I'd be jacked by the time I got to work, ready to go. But then I started, once you get your own money and you finances and you're like rent and this kind of stuff, and you're like, hold on, I work 4 or 5 days a week. I can't be getting $6 fucking drinks every day. And then another one during, for your afternoon break, you go over and you get something else. And you're like, I can't be having $15 of fucking coffee. Give me the $1.50 black coffee. And that's how it started for me.
There you go. Yeah, I just can't. Some of the stuff that
it's too sweet too.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's like ugh. And then like sometimes I'm like, okay, hey Melanie, I'm going to Dutch Bros. Do you want something? Then she'll text me, like chocolate truffle, some kind of horse shit. I'm like, oh my god, it's bad when you have to like pick up my phone. Like, hold on a second, let me read this.
You got to read it to him. Yep.
Yeah,
I do that same thing too. Yeah. Well, I'm sure we'll be getting there anytime with the kids.
So it's pretty much. We like to call Melanie. You're basic, right? Because I like to Starbucks. You're basic.
You're basic. Well, Cerny, we had some washing machine troubles.
Oh,
a couple years ago.
Okay, yeah, I remember the thing.
This?
Like,
it fucking busted the drum. The drum got wobbly. And we were washing 42 towels in it at once, and it got fucking sideways, and it busted the drum off the suspension thing inside. So some guy came out. He's basically like, "You could replace the drum, but it's going to be $600-700. You might as well just buy a new washer."
Buy a new one, yeah.
This is 2 years ago. So I go on Facebook. I find the free one on the corner. Oh, we'll just use this for a week or two while we bridge to the new one. I mean, you know how it is when you're an adult.
Yeah.
If you don't have to outlay $1,000, you probably aren't trying to outlay $1,000. And a washing machine.
Let's see how far you ride this pony.
Yeah. And a washing machine isn't like, oh, hey, I splurged and I bought a new TV for the game room, or surround sound speakers or some cool thing. It's like the washing machine. Nobody. It's not sexy. It lives in the garage or some.
It's not fun.
It's not fun. Well, finally on the 26th or 27th of December, a couple days ago, the corner washing machine that we had for a couple years, I guess it just gave up and it just started leaking.
Oh,
and it
so
just
the
is like,
white flag was waving.
Yeah, it's done. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. My hand's been forced. I was scouting Facebook trying to play a good deal and to get something. I had a couple negotiations already open in Messenger. There's not a lot of inventory. I just said, fuck it. I'm going to Best Buy. Buy whatever the one is. Have it delivered. Washer shits the bed. So I have to solo take the washer down off this pedestal that it's on.
Oh, those are heavy. Dryers are not. Dryers are easy. It's the washing machine that is heavy.
And it was last night. And
they wouldn't come get it?
Best Buy only drops off. To pick up, it's a $70. And with our Rinkology, we get 4 free extra large pickups a year or some shit.
If
you leave your sofa out or
whatever.
You
leave the shit out there, yeah.
Exactly. Their next appointment available, January 26th.
Oh!
So last night, I take this washer down and I pull it
to
off.
Home Depot.
It just rust and water starts going everywhere. So it's rusted out the whole bottom.
Okay.
I drag it through the garage, put it on the side of my house like a fucking redneck. Then I start just piling sheets of plywood that's also on the side of my house, #redneck again, to try to like cover up the fact that I have a washing machine on the side of my house. And so I finally get the new.
The HOA would have been snapping pictures of you dragging it out.
Dude, it would have been bad.
Like a sniper in the bird's nest.
In the tall grass?
Taking snapshots of your ass.
Would they have said anything? Because after I was spent, and I had quite a day yesterday, to be honest. And I was like, and I took this washer I had on the side of my house, and I'm like, you know what? And I looked up, I'm like, you owe yourself. Go enjoy it. Have a nice J for yourself. Go spark up one in the garage. Garage door open. Do you think the HOA would have had a problem with me enjoying some perfectly legal grass in my garage?
I don't know.
If it was wafting out into the get a little thing like we had the dank detectors, and your house is scoring 10 out of 10. You had some loud going up there in the court. We smelt it down here. So
what is it? Mother of God.
Smoking the reefer. That's a movie I need to see again, is Super Troopers.
Oh, it's too good.
It is a good one. But new washers here today, and it was running. Yep. Right here. And I'm like, wow. It's so quiet. The other one sounded like we had put a couple fucking cinder blocks in there.
Yeah.
And put it on high. So that's my washer story. But I was in there and I was buying the washer, and I was on Best Buy site, and I'm like, you know what? There's this other Sonos I've been looking at.
While you were there?
I was already on BestBuy.com. So I'm looking. Usually the Sonos is hard to come by. I was out of stock.
Oh, that's right. You were like trying to poach it on Black Friday.
I was trying to swoop them. They didn't have one. So they had it. So I made a little bit of an impulse purchase and just went with it because the washing machine is a $700-800 purchase. So on the credit card, what's another couple hundred on there?
This is before or after your J?
This is long before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is before. This wasn't an inebriated purchase. Although I'm not saying those haven't happened. I'm just saying this particular one was not. And I got it. And And my wife's like, "Oh, that's cool," and I think she's like, "Oh, this is great," but I think she doesn't fully grasp like how much it was or whatever. So it's one of these things that I kept the box because I'm a little bit nervous about once she actually, does a little bit of research, like how much
little
is this,
sleuthing,
a little detective work that I might be sending it back. But we'll see in the meantime. I like it. I do like it so far.
It'll be the best if she like decides to look at it like after like the 90 days or whatever it is, like the day after, like, oh, she told us yesterday.
Well, sorry, sweetie. I would totally game to return this, but not anymore. So a new washer and a new Sonos for myself. So
there you go.
I'm happy about it. It was a little reward, I guess, for that. And I also hauled off all the Christmas stuff. I just got up.
I haven't taken my stuff down yet. I mean, inside the house, it is de-Christmased, but outside,
I feel like your wife, and this is probably how it. I don't have much say or anything going on inside, but outside is sort of my domain, I suppose, if you will.
Yeah, she was all over the house,
Well, she had new Ray Dunn stuff to put up.
Oh yeah, there was slide out the way.
How much did she come away with for Christmas of the Ray Dunn?
A blender, soup bowls, some sort of serving tray.
Ooh.
There's a bunch of shit I can't even remember.
Nice. I like how we were we were busting balls a little bit when she came over for the Chip and Cern anniversary party.
Yeah, we were. I got in trouble with the HOA with my curbside pickup.
Oh.
Because they say you're supposed to put it out the night before. And I put mine out a week before. Because it was like so much stuff because I was redoing the bathroom.
Right.
I was like, I don't know where the fuck I put this. I'm not going to make a huge pile in like the side yard and then try to move it again.
Double work? No thanks.
Fuck it. It's going out there. So I put it out there and sure as shit, you can't have this sitting outside. And I'm like, okay.
You're like, cool. By the time you send me my next notice saying you're going to do something, it's going to be gone. So shut the fuck up.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And it was because of they were backed up too. I think it was like a month out.
Oh, okay.
So it was like 2 weeks into it, and it was like, or it was 3 weeks. It was like I had like a week to go, and I was like, I'm not moving this twice. It's going out there the first time, and the neighbors can fucking suck it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't willing to put the white washing machine on my curb for 4 weeks.
Oh yeah, 4 weeks was like, ooh.
But a week, yeah,
a week. I was like, yeah,
I'd probably just do it.
Because it was like a bathtub. It was a whole bunch of shit that I had to move.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I'm not moving it twice. It's going out there and that's it.
Hey, HOA person, if you don't want this here, why don't you come help me move it from my backyard to the curb? Because many hands make light work. So get out from behind your fucking keyboard and come help. Or shut the fuck up. One of the two.
Step your ass outside your car. Put your camera down. Step it outside the car. Help me.
I'm surprised that they don't have like a golf cart with official emblems on it that they kind of go around the narc golf cart or something.
I think there's a wide population, including myself, that would throw tomatoes or something at them if I could actually spot them. Boo.
They would have to drive with the windshield up.
Like the Pope-mobile.
Yeah. It would have to be more secure than the Pope-mobile because you could have an angry mob after you.
Yeah.
I don't know. What does the Pope have to be concerned about?
Oh, I'm sure there's always somebody.
There's always somebody with a problem.
Always somebody.
Yeah. Christmas fell on Saturday.
Yeah.
And our trash day is on Tuesday.
Ours is on Wednesday.
Okay. And before Christmas even happened, there was so much boxes. The recycling was already full before Christmas even got here. So I knew we were already overdrawn. I knew it was going to be a problem. And I'll tell you what, being a garbage collector on the 26th of December, got to be the worst fucking job ever, right?
Oh, yeah.
Got to be the worst.
So I saw a bunch of people.
My lid couldn't even close. My lid was at like 80-degree angle open because I had so much shit piled.
See, I got a no-no. I got a no-no thing from the garbage man about that.
I'm glad that he let me go with it. I'm glad.
Hey, if you can't close your lid, I'm gonna. I got 2 of them. It was like one of those, like, if we can't close your lid when we pick it up or something, then we're gonna skip you or something. And I was like, what the fuck? There's so many rules over here. Even the garbage man has to give me a hard time. I'm just trying to live my life. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm just sitting over here doing it. It's not like I'm a fucking pig.
And this is why I think it's so. I think this is why it's so infuriating for me, and if I can speak for you a little bit, Cerny, of why people act like a vaccine mandate or something coming down the pike is so unheard of for a quote-unquote free country that we live in. When you follow a million other rules, that societal rules that everyone puts on you, but this one is,
it's
the
too
problem.
Much. Yeah, that's the problem. So we have to. I get this stupid little letter. So this is all allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Are
you still in good standing as of right now with the HOA?
Yeah, as of right now.
Okay. Is this your longest Or is this your longest cool streak?
It is my longest cool streak. So I'm waiting for something to come up.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Well, what's your how quickly after the holiday do your outside decorations have to be down?
I think it's 15 days or something like that. No, 13 days. Like the 13th or something has to be off.
Weird.
It's fine. It's not a huge deal, but
yeah.
I'll have it cleaned up anyway. But it'll be something else. It'll be some other stupid ass infraction.
Leaves washed down from your lawn into the gutter.
Yeah.
And you didn't clean them up or some shit.
Or it's like, it'll be like there's like some toy or something they found in the grass. I'll take a picture of it.
Yeah, like a Lego.
Laying down like the National Geographic photographer for the wild animals. Take a picture of my fucking infractions.
It's like you're trying to look at fucking rhinos and cheetahs and shit. Looking at G.I. Joe in the lawn.
So we did this where we supposedly did this is I loaded the bed of the truck with all of the boxes and recycling. And I drove it down to a local dumpster.
Oh, I've heard of this happening.
Which I know.
In my neck of the woods, too.
Yeah. I know it's unguarded.
Just a little pressure, just like a release valve on the recycling and garbage.
And it's a facility that's closed for a couple weeks. So the garbage man will still come, but there's no trash being produced. So I assume that was not hurting.
There's a surplus of space.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just a simple economics equation.
And how I know that is because I did the week before with other trash and it was still there.
Allegedly. That's a good idea. I like that. We had a lot of dinosaurs gifts.
Oh.
Do you remember the Adonis Rex from Jurassic World? He's half T-Rex, half
and squid,
something
DNA,
else.
Right? He can change his colors and shit. Yeah,
there's something. So he's crazy.
He's white, I think, as a toy though.
Yeah, he's like a light gray kind of thing. So we got one of those for our son, and of course he makes multiple different noises.
Oh,
and I didn't realize his jaw opens and he has like a whole like throat where he can eat other dinosaurs. So like smaller dinosaur toys, you can actually eat them. And his throat lights up and he goes, and he makes crazy noises. As you might imagine, these noises have been nonstop.
Yes.
And I've been attacked by this dinosaur multiple times. So on the one hand, I'm like, this is a great gift because he loves it.
Yep.
But on the other hand, I'm being tormented and tortured by this thing.
I'm
going to
take the fucking batteries out in a second.
I grabbed the instruction. I'm like, how can we turn off the T-Rex sounds? I just don't need it anymore. I can't. It's been one day and I'm tapped. I'm tapped out.
One day
and tapped. What
we had a lot of
what were some big
science toys? So that was different thing. So he has like a microscope. He actually has this ball thing. It's kind of like this wasn't science, but this was.
Is it one of those static where you put your hand? It's kind of like a Tesla ball.
Oh no! This one is like a ball, but it has like propellers inside, so you can throw it and kind of like helicopters around.
Dude, we got some of those too, but they broke after like 2 times.
Oh, this one's still going.
Oh, we must have got
fell into the fish tank too.
Oh,
right after it was announced. Hey, I wouldn't play around this area because it might go in the fish tank and it's going to get wet.
And then
not, smash cut to about 5 minutes later, I'm in the kitchen and it's in the fish tank. It's at the bottom. I'm like, oh my God.
It's almost like we fucking know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But still no one listens to us.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I like the science.
Slime making shit. That's
nice. We had a big Barbie LOL.
Okay.
LOL dolls. Books, clothes. I mean, the whole. It felt like a lot
usual.
less this year, but it still was a lot, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, and then like as they get older, the items become more expensive. So it's like, all right, you're getting like two things or one thing. If it's like
you want an iPad or a tablet or a computer or whatever. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
nice. I like kids. We did some stockings as well, and my wife has sort of been handling these. And she handled, honestly, most of the gifts as well, if I'm being completely transparent here.
Samesies.
I contributed some, and I was like, oh, I'm getting the kids. I got them kind of like not matching, but they're the same style, just different colors of these nice jackets. And I'm like, what a great gift I'm getting the kids. Keep them warm. They can grow into it. So my wife and I, a couple days before Christmas, were like, all right, let's get to wrapping. I put a album on the turntable. We made it a whole fun night. We were wrapping gifts. And I go to get the jackets, and I come out. I'm like, oh, yeah, here I go. Fucking, I kicked in a lot this year. I'm really pulling my weight. And my wife has literally like 20 presents, each kid already laid out. And here I just have like a jacket that I just like throw on the heap. I'm like, oh, okay. Guess I didn't do shit.
Mine's the same situation. I add little bits here and there. Mostly I'm in charge of mom. And then she can be in charge of... She had like everybody like here's Jeffrey's station, here's Zach's station, here's she had stations too, and
we got the stockings, we got those Lindor chocolate balls. They're like kind of like truffle-y. There's white chocolate, you know what they are. So we had all those. My wife bought them, and we like them. They're good. The kids are not afraid to tell you, Dad, you barely got any of those. Me and Mom, and we got way more than you. I'm like, oh, yeah, I noticed. Don't worry.
I guess, yeah.
Got shafted.
Dad's taking notes.
Yeah, I see. I've seen. The scales of justice have not been tipped in my favor, that's for sure, on the chocolates. But, and it was like 2 days after Christmas, still reminded, Dad, remember how you barely got any of those? I'm like, yeah, I still remember.
Thanks for
reopening the wound up.
Look at that scab, damn it.
But here we are, 2021 coming to a close.
2022.
How do you think it's going to be?
It's probably going to be the same.
Same shit.
It's just funny because everyone's like, "This is it. This is like," they think like you snap into a new year and
it is an interesting.
Something's going to be different. It's like, no, it's just realistically we've made one lap around the sun.
It's just it's another day, and the year changing to one number higher is not going to magically inject you with some magic motivation that you never had before, or drive or anything like that, unless you change something yourself.
Yeah, you have to do yourself.
A new calendar is not going to help you.
No, they always think like, this is it, so I'm just going to wait for for it to come. No, do it.
And it looks like we'll probably be ending the year with the highest numbers on the COVID front than even last year, which is wild to even think about. But anywho.
Well, that new variant's a little more contagious.
It does seem that way. It seems like it's ripping through everything. And I did hear potential of a domestic flight vaccination requirement, which to me sounds no problem for me.
Yep. I always like that with always like passports to do things. This is ridiculous. Like
a passport?
Excuse me. Do you have a driver's license? Fuck
you. Do you have a fucking gym card? Do you have a work badge ID? What are you acting like you need identification to go places?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Well, you don't need it to vote in Georgia. all the illegal voting that was happening in Georgia.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. Even fucking Trump got his booster shot.
I know, and he's urging others to get their boosters and all
Trump
that fun
and
shit.
Bill O'Reilly both got their booster shots. Yet their fucking sheep refused to.
I know.
Riddle me
That's
this.
The crazy part.
Riddle me this. Oh, anyway, now we're getting to the part of the show where we go into our rants. Well, we already completed it. I'm boosted. I got my flu shot and boosted. We got the kids all topped up with the her vaccine, so everyone that's of age is good to go. So
Same here.
We're just I would
doing our part.
We're doing our part to live in a peaceful, functioning society.
Mm-hmm.
But seems to be an uphill battle. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I'll just keep doing what I'm going to do, and
yeah,
whatever. Like, I guess we can't control the other people.
We can't. But
I'll let the vaccine control me. You know, whatever the
you're going to let the chip float up and implant into your brain.
Into my brain, and they can download messages. So
yes, it'll download your brain messages, and then it'll start. It probably has a Trojan horse. It'll turn you into a gay lizard person. You might be a gay lizard person on the next episode.
Yeah, it's got some malware or something going
on. Sorry, your booster vaccine has contained a virus. You're now gay and you're a lizard person.
Okay.
Well, we finished the year out with an unfortunate passing of one John Madden, football coaching legend, commentator, and video game legend.
Head coach, football coach.
Yeah.
I think he's the winningest of percentage-wise of all time.
Did he played though, right?
I don't think he played. If he did, it's like nothing to note about. He was the coach of the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah. I heard that his deal to utilize his name in the Madden football video game franchise, earning him a cool $14 million a year.
Oh, so he wasn't hurting even today, because they have like a whole network now where they have like Madden Raiders, like the ratings, like they rate.
Oh, really?
Like the players, like getting a 99 is like the best you can get. So it's like they have like, and it's almost, they have like so Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle for the Rams, he got a 99. They have like a whole like plaque for you and all sorts of other shit.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's like a whole thing now, and I don't know the last time I've played Madden.
I don't know if it.
I mean, maybe in the 90s.
The last time I played Madden was like Madden
he may have
95.
been on the fucking cover still.
He might have been just holding a football ad at you. Yeah. I mean, $14 million for just using your name. That is the fucking definition of passive income right there.
Oh yeah. He was a good announcer. He was fun. He did boom, tough action to action. That was him.
Oh,
remember
that's
that
right.
commercial?
He had a lot of
I think Miller Lite. I think he did.
Is idiosyncrasies the word for it? Just a lot of interesting turn of phrase, catchphrases.
He was the first. I think he was one of the first ones. Like boom, and and he'd always do like the
back. That was
circle. No,
that's Chris Berman. Yeah.
He circle stuff and run all over the shit and right all over the teleprompter and
yeah. So he but he would also have some gems like, now if they just throw it in the end zone and someone catches it, they'll have a touchdown. And
he'd also, he used to call like what it's going to be like. Oh, they have this guy out. He's like, oh, he's going to be a decoy and they're going to do this, and this is what happened because obviously he was a head coach, so he would know.
A la Tony Romo,
a
year or two ago in the Super Bowl or whatever. Yeah. Well, do you think we're going to get another one or two with all these deaths come in threes? Have you heard of any?
Betty White's come up on a century in January.
She is constantly pissing in death's face. That's for sure. Whenever that thing comes a knocking, she says, "No thanks. I'd like another year or two.
Give me some more time.
Give me some more time." But yeah, well, here's looking up for 2022. make sure you're getting vaccinated. If you haven't, you know what? I think maybe there's probably a lot of if you haven't vaccinated, I could see how you would be thinking, well, if I do it now, people are going to think that I caved or I gave in or something like that, like a negative thing. I don't think it's I wouldn't look at it that way. I would look at it as like you're contributing, you're doing your part, and it just took you a while to come to the right answer, but you did it. And I think that's what everyone will be focusing on rather than the past.
Yeah,
that's what I would say.
The peer pressure thing isn't
yeah, people usually dig their heels in when that kind of stuff starts happening.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. So anyway, I've been scored a couple good hygienic soaps and body washes on Black Friday sale. Make sure to keep my dick nice and clean. Got a 3-pack of soaps. I've been scrubbing the ABC, the B, the P, the tip, everything. It's fucking sparkling. Charcoal, activated charcoal soap. Have you ever used some of that? I don't know.
Yes, I have. I have used that. Yeah. Actually, I like that.
It's not activating any length growing. That's for fucking sure.
But they left that out.
What are you going to do with that? But yeah, get boosted, wash your hands, wear your mask, all that good stuff. And
email Chip at CernShow@gmail.com. There we go.
We'll send you some stickers. We got hats and T-shirts still. I don't have many T-shirts. Cerny has most of that inventory at his house, so you might get if you want a shirt, Cerny will send it to you. If you want stickers, I'll send it to you. And a hat, I got the hats.
Okay,
so we'll figure it out. Really efficient e-commerce operation we have going here, where we have our inventory in 2 different spots. Hey, what are you going to do? Just a couple slapdicks. What do you expect?
There you go.
Anyway, till next time, I'm Chip.
Cern.
Cheers. Oh.